A good morning, but actually it is a morning filled with tears, filled with emotion, filled with a lot of other mixed feelings at this point in time, because perhaps this image might haunt you. Vinesh Fogart, after all the travails that she had from 7th August onwards, right until when the verdict was dismissed by the Court of Arbitration for Sports, she arrived back today. Outside the Delhi airport, there was a massive confluence of people who were blessing her, saying that the champion is back and all these other things are there. She's going to get a lot of celebrations all the way from Delhi until Charki Dadri. So, that is the route map that she's going to follow. There's going to be a lot of sweets. Flowers are going to be distributed. She'll be hailed in the village as a hero. But there are other questions also that need to be asked now. In the aftermath of what has happened, who's accountable? Who is accountable for what happened in Paris at this point in time? Strictly speaking, looking at the rules, Vinesh stood no chance. Everybody is trying to exploit that loophole that people have been pointing out ad nauseum about the repechage thing. Let's make one thing very clear here, okay? Vinesh, Sakshi Malik came, Bajrang Punia came, all those who had stood by her from day one ever since Jantar Mantar. Congress leader Bhupinder Singh Hooda also came in. Everybody now will want to capitalize on the situation because there are assembly elections going to be in Haryana at this point in time. So everybody will take this issue up and ensure that they play their politics around it also. Let us be very honest at this point. Already the cavalcade has left the airport. Now let's see along the way how and when the celebrations continue. It's going to take a lot of time for her to reach her village. So you saw a lot of emotions, you saw a lot of tears that were there. Vinesh didn't speak much. She just thanked the countrymen. Yesterday she gave a 4-page thank you. She thanked Dinshaw Pardiwala, she thanked the IOA, she thanked her coaching staff at this point. But whether she will play until 2032 depends upon a lot of circumstances. So that is why if you look at it, to make matters clear here, a DQ is a DQ, a disqualification is a disqualification. The other wrestlers lost. That is why when a DQ happens, there is an automatic elevation. So others who have lost, according to the rules, all the other opponents have also lost in that sense. Vinesh, DQ, last position. And that is why there was one more wrestler, by the way, who was disqualified because of excess weight in Paris 2024. No one will highlight her plight. So Vinesh is back. So that chapter of Paris is now closed with all the contingent members arriving. Now let's see how it pans out. Is there trouble brewing for the Punjab Kings at this point in time? Because according to one of the reports that is there in CricBuzz, Preeti Zinta has gone to the High Court and there is an issue about ownership, selling of a stake. Punjab Kings have a lot of problems at this point in time now, even before the mega auction has started. Will we see a revamp in the ownership structure? That remains to be seen now. So Preeti Zinta, trouble is brewing in Punjab Kings over the ownership pattern. Like father, like son. Rahul Dravid always made an impact when it came to domestic cricket. Now his son Samit Dravid in the Maharaja T20 League that's happening in Karnataka, he's made a big difference. Big sixes, great batting, and that is why he's made an immediate impact when you have to look at it. Samit Dravid often has been very, very good when you look at your school level cricket. Rahul Dravid is keeping a very close eye on him, and that's why Samit has impressed in the Maharaja T20 League that's happening in the local level in Karnataka. Not just Karnataka, even Delhi is set to have its own Premier League. The Delhi Premier League is going to start from today onwards, and you're going to see the likes of Ishant Sharma, then you're going to see Rishabh Pant all in action today. Looking at the way the Delhi Premier League is there, this is going to give them valuable time to ensure that they prepare for the domestic season as well. Remember, Pant is not there in the Buchi Babu at this moment. He is currently going to play the TPL and he is also going to play the Dulip Trophy that will happen in September. This is all, if you want to look at it, getting back into form for the upcoming series was Bangladesh that will begin on September 19th. When you look at South Africa versus West Indies, day 2 has tilted slightly in favor of South Africa because they got a lead, and because of that lead has ensured that South Africa have extended well past 200. The pitch is getting difficult, and looking at the way West Indies will have an uphill task to ensure they do not have a series loss yet again. They have not won against South Africa ever since 1992. So that's why 32 years on, can West Indies actually win a series versus South Africa? That remains to be seen now. But looking at the way how South Africa have taken the advantage back thanks to Vian Mulder, Kyle Verreynne, looks like South Africa are on their way to ensuring they win the series at this point. Now, as far as the Champions Trophy participation is concerned, BCCI Secretary Shah has given a blunt warning. He stated, "We will cross the bridge when we get there." And that is a clear-cut indication that the BCCI has postponed the decision on India's participation on playing in Pakistan. Looking at the current situation, even yesterday we pointed out in the Q&A that yes, it is looking very difficult for India to participate in the Champions Trophy. So that is why whether a hybrid model will happen, whether it's fair on Pakistan, unfair on Pakistan, it remains to be seen now. But looking at it, today all attention will be on Vinesh Fogart for her arrival. It was emotional, it moved a lot of people to tears, but then it's a brutal world of sports. A rule is a rule. She couldn't control her weight, unfortunately, and that is why 100 grams will forever haunt her in that sense. Thank you so much, folks, for joining us for this video. Subscribe to Sports Today for all the latest news and analysis.